Hello beautiful people and welcome to the channel Life After Narc. My name's Debbie and I talk about all things to do with narcissistic, abusive and toxic relationships, as well as looking at healing from them. And today's video is, what if you are stuck in a narcissistic relationship? First, before I go on, if you would mind clicking the like button if you enjoy the video, subscribe to the channel and share with your friends, anybody who you think may enjoy the content. So, what if you are stuck in a narcissistic relationship? Perhaps you don't even know it's a narcissistic relationship at this time. Perhaps you just think, well, this is a toxic, abusive relationship and I don't really want to be stuck here anymore, but here I am. Not much I can do about it because maybe you've got no job, you've got no money saved up, you've got children, you've got shared assets. Whatever it is that is keeping you there, and it could well be the cycle of idealization and devaluation. That is the love bombing phase, and then they throw you away, and then they come back with more love bombing, and then they throw you away again. And this cycle can go on and on and on, and it can last for years, until eventually you're thinking, I've had enough of this now. I need sanity in my life. I need to be my own person. I need to protect my children. I need to make sure that they don't grow up in this environment anymore because it is damaging them. And for those of you who do have children, I unfortunately was not blessed with children, but if you do have children, please put their thoughts, their needs, their feelings ahead of yours, because they are going to be damaged in this relationship. Not trying to make you feel guilty about this. I'm just hoping that you will see that it's not just yourself that is being abused in this way. So you know something is wrong, but you're not sure what to do. And some of these things that they're going to be doing to you are things like they're going to argue with you for the smallest of things. And it just seems so petty, but they will start this fight, this argument deliberately to get a rise out of you. This is their supply. They'll gaslight you constantly. And gaslighting is insidious. And I'm going to put a link to a video that I did about gaslighting. It is something I'm going to talk about in the future as well. But they will say things to you that make no sense, that you think, what? When did this happen? I don't remember this. They may say to you, oh, don't forget, tomorrow we're going to my mother's for dinner. And you say, well, you never told me. Yeah, I did. I told you a week ago. And you know that they didn't. But you think, well, maybe I'm forgetting. Maybe they did tell me a week ago. Maybe I've just forgotten this. The crazy making starts. They will do whatever they want and you will have no say, none whatsoever. You go on holiday, they want to spend a day on the beach, you wanted to spend a day exploring a castle. They want to spend a day exploring a castle, you want to spend a day on the beach. They will always be at odds with you. They will always want to do what they want to do, stuff what you want to do. They'll berate you if you do something wrong. The smallest thing that you do wrong, they will berate you for. You drop a plate. Oh, you're stupid. You don't know what you're doing. Look how clumsy you are. You burned the potatoes. Oh, look what you did. You burnt the potatoes. You weren't paying attention. Look how stupid you are. And they will use this kind of language to diminish you. And it gets rid of your self-worth. Your self-confidence is gone. And again, your sanity is being eaten away at. They'll cheat on you. Now, some of them may cheat physically on you. They may actually have another source of supply, perhaps somebody from work or an old flame or a friend, even somebody they meet on the street or at a business weekend away. But they may just cheat on you with flirting as well. And flirting is as bad as cheating on you with another person. Imagine if you were the one that was flirting with another man, for example. That would be cheating. Physical violence. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that there. I think you know what I'm referring to here. They may push you, they may hit you, they may smack you, they may punch you, they may attempt to rape you, they may attempt to strangle you, pin you up against the wall. They may drive a car too fast when you're in the car with the children and you're telling them to please slow down. It's wrong. Well, number one, it's illegal. Number two, you're all terrified. They will do things like that to give them power, to make their supply stronger, to make them seem better than you. They are more in control than you are. They may actually abuse pets and children. If you've ever noticed your partner maybe kick the dog or smack your child, I abhor abuse like that. I'm an animal lover, and if any of my partners ever did anything to my cats, they would be straight out of the door. And as for smacking children, there is just no need for it. They will act like they don't care, because they don't. That's simple. They just don't care. They only care about themselves. They may spend longer hours at work, perhaps going away on conferences, work-related functions or issues. Perhaps they've got their phone, their work phone, and it's actually a phone for their girlfriend or partner or whoever else they're cheating on you with. So be aware of these things around you that can happen if you're stuck in the narcissistic relationship. If you find that your partner, if you feel that what I'm saying to you makes sense and you think, my partner is narcissistic and I don't know what to do about it, my advice to you is, as soon as possible, leave. Now, you may not be in that position to leave. I understand that. I wasn't in the position to leave. I wanted to. I had a thought of taking my tents and the cats and camping somewhere in a field and being away from him and just getting away. But it would mean me leaving an entire household full of my own stuff, because he didn't bring anything into the relationship. And then unfortunately my father fell ill, so my attention was taken up with being at my parents, caring for my father until he passed. You deserve better than this narcissist is giving you. You deserve to be treated with respect, with dignity. You deserve to be treated like a queen. Yes, couples argue, but there are arguments and then there are arguments. And some of these arguments can last days, can't they? They can be silent treatment from them. There can be angry throwing pots, angry temper tantrums. And if this person is like that, then they are more than likely filled with narcissistic influence, abusive and toxic influence. It's time to ask yourself a big question here. Do you want to be in this relationship in a year's time, 2 years' time, 5 years' time, 10 years' time? Do you see yourself being with this person for the rest of your life? Are you able to put up with this for the rest of your life? Now, you may be lucky in that the narcissist leaves you, but that depends on which way you view it. And I'll leave a link to another video of mine called The Grand Finale. You can have a watch of that. It's when my next left me, and it's actually quite amusing. I think it's had the most views on YouTube, than all of my other videos. Will you even be alive in 10 years' time? Will you have suffered femicide or suicide? You need to think about this. You need to put yourself and your children and your pets first. It's time to take things into your own hands now. Start saving money. I know it may be difficult if you're not working, but try and put £20 away a week if you can. Perhaps speak to family, friends, see if they can help you. You may be too embarrassed to, but I'm pretty sure that once they realize what's going on, they will help you and they will understand. You may be in a situation where you can throw them out. If so, I suggest throwing them out as soon as possible. Perhaps you are a sole tenant of the property and then you can just kick them out. More often than not, though, you are at a disadvantage in this relationship and you will probably have signed over everything to them. And it is so difficult when you're stuck here. So contact a women's aid, a women's group such as Refuge, or contact your local Citizens Advice Bureau if you can. They will have the resources and knowledge to help you with this. Perhaps even if you're here in the UK, try and speak to them about getting onto the council house register, speak to them about getting onto benefits if you can. Whatever you need to do, do. Get your paperwork in order, get your birth certificate, your passport, everything that belongs to you, get it. Put it in a box, put it in a car, put it somewhere safe. Maybe even pack a small bag of clothing for you and the kids so that if you need to run and leave, you can, because you've got that. There's another thing you can do while you're still in the relationship with the narcissist, and that is called grey rock. Now, grey rock is a term that's used around a lack of communication. If you think about a grey rock, it's grey, it's uninteresting, it's boring, it's dull, it has nothing to say. And this is the behavior that you may want to employ at this time. So they ask you a question, you answer yes or no. That's it. Short and sweet. Put no emotion into it. No, how was your day? No, are you okay? And if they say something to you that you don't want to respond to, you can say things such as, that doesn't work for me. Turn around, walk away. Don't stand there and wait for the barrage of abuse that's going to come to you. Walk away. Let me get back to you on that. Again, walk away. You've given the answer. That is what felt right to me at the time if you did something. Don't even correct them if they do something wrong. There's no point. You're just going to wind them up. They're just going to get completely out of control and again abuse you. And you're going to want to bite and rise up to that because you know you're right and they're wrong. But no matter how you fight or argue with them, you will never win. I used to say that to my next. I can never win with you. And it was true. You can't. They're always right. So protect yourself at this time. If you recognize any of these traits, it's time to start thinking about leaving your narcissistic partner, your abusive, toxic partner. And I know it hurts. And I know you think that maybe things will get better over time. They won't. I'm sorry. They really won't. Unless they seek therapy, which they will probably not do because it's something that narcissists don't like to admit that they need therapy. So take control. If you've enjoyed the content, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you next time. Blessed be.